What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Speaking the Truth TV. I'm your host, Charlie B. And today's episode, we're going to talk about energy. All energy ain't good energy, if you know what I mean. So let's go and get on into it. So, for me, when I think about energy, I know that it can transfer from place to place, people to people. So, if you always around negative people, that's all your mindset will be, is because people will always tell you what you can't accomplish, what you cannot do, what you're not good at. And in reality, that may not be true. Maybe you need to start surrounding yourself with better friends, better family members, just better people in general. Um, for instance, me, you know, I've I've had years in my life where, I always thought that I might not amount to anything. And that was more so of hearing it so much when I was younger. It was always, you never amount to this, or, you're only as good as this. And, you know the story, the sayings, how people try to tell you and tear you down. But it's up to you to say and stop that process, to stop that narrative. And even if you're not proving it for them, do it for yourself. Because doing it for yourself, basically, that makes you happier as a person, because you can sit back now and say, I did that. Remember when you used to tell me all the time that I wouldn't amount to nothing? Now check this out. A lot of people, when you do start to do good and further yourself in life, that's when everybody want to come out the woodworks. They always say favorite cousin, favorite brother, favorite uncle, whatever the term may be. But at the same time, they notice that you left them alone because you didn't like the energy that they brought. But now that I'm on top and I'm making something of myself, you shouldn't want to be around me. Where was that same energy when I didn't have nothing? Remember, you told me that I couldn't accomplish this. And I put my pride to the side and I did what everybody told me that I couldn't do. Do you know how good that makes a person feel? I mean, even in a relationship, job wise, just everyday things, people tell you the most fucked up things in the world just to get you down on yourself because they feel like crap about themselves. So when you put yourself around good energy, good things happen. You always need to stay positive no matter what life throws at you. Because I mean, it's a lot of times that, we feel like we getting lemons. So make lemonade. How sweet do you want it? How not sweet do you want it? Show and prove to yourself that no matter what obstacle you may face in life, that you will always amount to something. And that's something that you can instill in not only you can start a whole new pipeline with that. In this day, this world, a lot of us, we don't get that appreciation. We don't get that pat on the back to say, hey, you did good. Nobody really wants to see another person succeed. But in reality, only thing that you're doing is fueling your heart with more evil, more hate. And in the long run, that doesn't do anything for you. While this person is over there prospering, you're still in this rut and you're like, okay, well, what have I done wrong? I've done everything you asked. I've tried my best. But if you're not giving out the correct amount of energy, a lot of people don't want to be around you. A lot of people don't tolerate themselves with that kind of nonsense. Because believe it or not, having a mindset like that, you quick to give up on life. And life is a very, very beautiful thing to have. You know, it may not always go the way that we want it to, but life is a beautiful thing, especially if you have kids. So give that good energy. Be the best version of yourself to where you know that at least every day that I get up, as long as I'm trying my best, as long as I'm taking it 1%, one step in the right direction, that, hey, you doing something a lot of people ain't doing. You're making that initial movement. So you wanting to better yourself. You're wanting to put yourself in a lighter mood to where you're not always stressing about what's going on over here. Because like I said, people, energy transfers. So if, for instance, your your spouse or your mother is having a bad day, and just by you being around them, you know, a lot of that may trickle off onto you. And then you're mad at somebody else, or you're snapping at somebody else, and it's something that can be avoided. It can really be avoided if it's not nothing that you feel like you need to be around. Then separate yourself from that. And a lot of people feel like, you know, hey, you're doing me dirty because we don't hang out anymore. Well, what do you bring to the table? Look at all the energy that you're bringing, and the hatefulness, the things that block us and stop us from being great. Now, if anything, my friends, my truth speakers, encourage somebody. My day wasn't the best yesterday. My wife, she had a big scare. But after everything was over, you know, only thing that I can do is say thank you. I'm glad that you okay. That energy that I felt from her, of being afraid, being sad, you know, that's a real connection that people have with each other. So if you want to be great and you want to do the things that help you in life, don't always do what they say. Oh, I'm gonna match your energy. I'm gonna match your energy. But matching their energy, you putting yourself right in that hole that they in. You can't be no better than them because you stooping to their level, to a level that you embarrassing yourself. So put yourself on a higher pedestal, in a better playing field, in a better situation. I know it sounds like I keep saying the same thing, but it's so true, my friends. It's so very true that energy plays a big part in this world. So if you want to be the happiest person in the world, it's not gonna take a day. It ain't gonna take uh, a month, 3 weeks. You know, it's something that you have to practice, something that you have to meditate within yourself to build that growth that you want to build. Positive energy helps you stay in this world, in the land of the living. So if it's things that you want to do, don't be so hard on yourself. Place that good energy, that good aurora around yourself. And when people start to tell you, hey, you can't do this, you ain't gonna amount to this, just say, well, hey, I don't like that energy. You going back over there. I ain't gonna bother you. You don't bother me, and we leave it at that. By doing things like that, it will make them so much more angrier because you're deciding not to stoop to their level. You're not going to the bottom of the trash with them. Because the more you succeed and the more that they talk and they can't change that, they eventually leave you alone. But then at the same time, when you do have haters, that lets you know that you're doing something right about your life. They want to be like you, but it can only be one you. Never forget that, my friends. Let's match energy nowadays. It's a lot of us that go on day by day, year by year, and we ain't got nobody to talk to. We hold and we bottle all of that energy, and that's negative energy. So they give us negative thoughts. It give a lot of people thoughts of wanting to kill themselves or kill somebody else. But before we ever get to that stage in life, we have to be okay with who we are. Channel that energy from within to love yourself, to be yourself, and to never, ever, ever let anybody tear you down or break you down. So, if anything, my friends, one thing that I want y'all to leave here with today is let's match each other's energy. Let's try to do that. Let's do that on a positive note so we can put confidence in each other so we can move on through this world and not really have a care. And when I say not really have a care, that means we can live life with a smile on our face. We can do the things that we enjoy without worrying about what the next person has to say. That's the reality of it all. So let's match each other's energy, my friend. Please, if you like what you hear, like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Share it with your friends, leave me a review. Things that y'all want to talk about, don't be afraid to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I want to interact with you guys. I want to get your opinions. I want to talk about the things that you want to talk about because I know just like with me, and I'm going to shout these guys out. Um, Beer more beer. Hold on, don't quote me on that just yet, but I was listening to a podcast that they had going on today, and it's a lot of things that they were saying that I agree with, and it just goes to show you that you know people, we are all the same. So let me do that again. So we gonna shout out See More Beers. That's who it is. That's the podcasting group that I'm listening to. And I mean, just the volume of the things that they're saying, it's like, night and day. I'm them, they, me, whatever, it's on a consistent basis. So let's match each other's energy in a positive way. And if can't nobody be positive around your circle, then just leave them alone. Because once you find your happiness, once you find what makes you smile, I promise you'll be a better you. I promise. So, like I said, man, this is your boy Charlie B. I'm signing out. I love y'all true speakers. And until next time, we out of here.